Alright, y'all, so this is a very sad video I wanted to talk about, but I'm still going to talk about it, right? Despite, even if YouTube demonetizes me, whatever it is, right? I'm still going to talk about it, right? But if you guys don't know who this is Charlie Kirk, right? Now, if you guys can tell by my voice, I'm not happy after seeing what happened, right? But this is Charlie Kirk, right? He is one of the, these past couple years, and I guess I should say the past year, has been one of the biggest, I guess, advocates of the more right-sided party, right? The more conservative party, the Republican Party, right? He's been a huge advocate, right? And very against the Democratic Party, liberals, whatever you want to call it, right? But yeah, and today, well, I don't know what words I can use, but today he was shot in a university at Utah. At a college/university at Utah, he was doing what he usually does, right? He's talking to these college students, right? And he's just basically having a talk, right? Talking about important stuff. When a bullet hits him, I believe right at this part of his body, right? Either this part or this part of his body, right? And he was shot and later announced dead, right? And it's very sad, in my opinion. This is very sad because, I mean, dude was one of the biggest, Republican, I guess you could say Republican advocate, right? And if I'm being honest, this should never be happening, right? We should never be assassinating people over political things, right? And I feel like this is one of the main things. Just political violence should stop. We don't need to be assassinating people over their political beliefs, right? And this has been happening for so long, right? It almost happened to the president of the United States, Donald Trump, right? And this should be never happening, right? I just saw this, right? I can't show the clip of the murder I don't even know if I'm allowed to use that word, but I don't think I can show the video of being shot. But all I can really show is, I guess all I can really do is search Charlie Kirk. If there's a video of it, I'm not gonna show it, right? You have the New York Yankees, right? You have the New York Yankees, the baseball team, right, showing their respect, right? Before tonight's game, we held a moment of silence in memoriam of Charlie Kirk. Kirk founded the youth activist group Turning Point USA and had a fixture on college campuses. Charlie Kirk, a husband and father of 2 children, was 31 years old, right? Shout out to the Yankees for doing this. This is a very, very nice and respectful way that the Yankees handled it, right? Very nice by the Yankees, right? But yeah, I mean, very, very sad. I mean, even this guy, I mean, I've hated the Yankees since the 90s with my Braves, but forget that. I will never stand up and clap for this post, right? This is pure class, right? Shout out to the Yankees for this, right? I'm not allowed to show a lot of these, right? And am I allowed to show this?
Some gun death. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal.
Yeah, that just, I mean, it's just sad looking at this. I'm just looking through these tweets. This is what I'm just, I mean, this is just sad. I mean, you have people who are, yeah. But I mean, still, it's never good to see this happen. Even if people are saying it's his own fault, like, this should never be happening. This is just not even funny. Like, this is just not even funny. Either this guy's being serious or something, but this is not funny. Like, this post right here is just not funny. If I'm being honest, this post is never funny. Okay, I'm not playing that audio. But I mean, this is just never happening. I don't know what this is. And then you have President Trump with his message. Let's listen to it.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight, all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there has never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree.
That is facts. That is facts, right? And even if you don't like the president and who he is, that is just facts.
Day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close. May God bless his memory, may God watch over his family, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you. To my great fellow Americans.
Very, very yeah, I mean, very nice message from the president, right? And I mean, as the president said in his video, right, this should never happen, and it's very sickening that it is happening, right? And just as he said, right, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, right? I prayers to his family, right, because it is very sad, right? Dying at the age of 31 is not good, right? And the saddest thing is, this is happening right before 9/11. This is happening right before 9/11, a day where Americans will surely never forget, right? and you have Harry Sison, but I mean, even him, it's either him or someone else. It's either him or someone else. I don't know. I don't think it was him, but it's either him or one other person that was. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. So I think it was him. I mean, he at one point even said this. Charlie is. I'm not gonna say what that part says, but I mean, even him at one point was against him, and this clearly shows it, right? But even him, right, declaring war is not only dumb but incredibly dangerous. You might get views and likes on social media, but this only divides us further and puts more people in danger. Nobody left or right should be speaking like this. My thoughts go to Charlie Kirk's family. That's from him, and so do, and my thoughts go to his family as well, right? Very sad. But let me know what y'all think about this, right? This is one of the only times I'm ever going to be talking about political stuff, and the only reason I talk about political stuff on this channel would only be in the thoughts of something tragic or something very, very important to this country happened, right? But yeah, let me know what y'all think. And yeah, I will see you guys on my next video. Peace.